What's up?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear all of us?
All of us?
Yes. There's more than one of me in this room.
Uh-huh.
I'm not the only me. No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh, goodness.
We're starting it off. I don't know. We're just starting it off. What's up, guys?
We're starting it off asking for prayer for Dennis.
Yeah. No, it's been a long day. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long day out here, getting stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm just slowly chilling into this DND that you know so well. My voice just cracked, and I'm not happy about that. But we're going to keep going because, God doesn't stop, so why should we?
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah. Welcome to the D&D show episode
25.
Yes. And for those of you who do not speak Spanish,
25.
good job. And for those of you who do speak Spanish,
25.
see, I was trying to see if you would catch it. I was like, my girl got it. Desmond got it. I'm so proud of you. You caught it. I switched it up on you.
All right.
Yeah. D&D does not stand for
Dungeons and Dragons.
It stands for
dedication and devotion.
In this moment, like later y'all might want to go do some dungeons and y'all might want to go do some dragons, out there living lavishly in that fantasy world, that fantasy world.
Spanish word.
I'm sitting here still thinking of the Spanish. No.
Spanish word.
I need to, just think in one language. I'm trying. All right. Well, we're back here, and today is Friday, so that means you got God's wisdom teeth, and that means that it is my turn to give you some wisdom. Dr. Destiny was here, and she gave you laughing gas. So I guess now it's time to perform an operation. So I want to talk to you guys about something that is very important. And I feel like we've talked about it some on the D&D show, but we haven't really hit it on the nail. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to do it, and it's going to be beautiful. So listen up, peeps. First off, there are a whole bunch of scriptures, and I didn't want to just pick just one. So I'm just going to have this conversation, because sometimes, it's good to just have conversations. It's good to just talk. So we're going to talk for a second. Is that okay with the people? Is that okay with the people? Is that okay with you, Desmond? All right. And the reason why is because the topic that I'm going to be talking about is what to do while you're waiting. Now, there's a whole bunch of things that you could do while you're waiting. Have you ever been to a place like the DMV or the hospital or just anywhere where there's a long line and you're like, God, why did you make so many people? And why didn't you just wake me up first? You knew all these people were going to be here in this line and you let me sleep till 10 o'clock, even though it's not his fault. You still getting mad because you want to be first in line. Trust me, we understand. But I mean, even back when we were kids, when we were getting lunch, who was that class that was always last in line? Because someone wouldn't stop talking and they made us late for lunch. Okay? It was terrible. And we just had to wait it out. And so what do you do while you're waiting on God? That's a big question. I mean, that's a question that we have to answer. Being Christians. What?
I was thinking of a song.
While I'm waiting?
Yeah.
Well, that's actually what the title of this is While I'm Waiting.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it's a valid question. It's a question that Christians have to answer. Mm-hmm. What do I do while I'm waiting? I believe a big thing is, praying. Pray that God gives you whatever you need to fulfill whatever he's asked you to do. Mm-hmm. Equip you. So definitely pray, read his word. Just spend some time with him, because when you're waiting for anything in life, you have a lot of things that you can do. If you're waiting for something to upload, like if you're doing a project and you have to send it to your teacher and you're waiting for something to happen, you can go on other websites and, figure out whatever it is you want to do. You can go to YouTube, look up funny cat videos. We have so many options on what to do while we're waiting. And the same is true with God. He doesn't leave us without options. First of all, you can pick whatever it is that you want to do while you wait. I mean that's how it comes down to it. That's what I'll say. Because God is a God where he's not pushy. He tells us what we need to do and gives us a plan, but we have to make the choice to accept the plan. And with that, there's going to be some waiting. There's going to be some time where it's going to seem like God isn't responding to us like he used to, even though he's always there, because his word says he never leaves us, nor will he forsake us. So sometimes it's just hard to wait, but it's necessary to wait because it builds character. Your parents say that all the time, like, it builds character. If you eat these green beans, it'll build character.
Well, that's what Paul said.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, tell us what Paul said, Destiny. Go ahead, hit us up.
What Paul said. Well, he's not specifically in just waiting, but whenever you're going through different trials and tribulations, it produces your character. It builds on your faith. It builds on your endurance. It builds on your perseverance. So whether you're simply waiting for the Lord to tell you what to do or to show you what he wants to do with your life, whether you're simply just waiting in that aspect, or if you're currently struggling with something, or you're just waiting for a really tough moment in your life to pass, just know that God is God. The word also says, be still and know that he is God. And so exactly. I believe that's what you're talking about when it comes to waiting. What will you choose to do while you're waiting on God? Are you going to worry? Or are you going to be still and know that he's God? Yeah.
I mean, and that's a big thing. And then, like, even with Job, like, if you, shout out to all my, my Bible reading Christians out there, you knew when I hit Job, you like, it's not Job. No, it's Job. Yeah. But even with Job had to wait. Like, he was going through all that. And, sometimes waiting, it kind of makes us, like if you're impatient, it kind of makes us more impatient. We're just kind of like, I wish I get this thing over with right now. That man was tortured for a very long time, but he still was like, you know what? God's been too good to me. I can't give up on him now. And some of you are going through something and you're like, okay, God, I don't know what it is, but it feels like life is hitting me harder than normal and I don't know what to do. And sometimes it seems like all God is saying is wait. And that's how I felt like for most of my life. Even coming to Fayetteville, I was like, well, can I do this? Can I do that? When am I going to get this time? And I would always run into that wall where it was just like, okay, wait. I got it. I'm God. I know where I'm going to take you. I made you and the rest of this world. Let me do me and you just sit there and let me take care of you. And that's the hardest thing to do sometimes because we live in a fast-paced world where we can get everything just like that. And some of us, even though we live in a fast-paced world, we grow up in circumstances where we are taught to wait. Like, not everyone has the same privilege and the same honor of just, going different places as you do, as certain people do. So, there are some people in the world who are struggling to even say the name Jesus, struggling to even admit that they're Christians because of where they live. And they have to wait to get to some place where they can actually say that. But you are at liberty to say the name Jesus, say the name God, praise your God and praise who you believe to be, our Heavenly Father as you see fit without waiting. So I'm like, while you're waiting, talk to God, give him some praise, thank him for all the things that he's done for you in the past and what he's doing for you right now and what he's going to do for you in the future. And that just makes the waiting seem to go by so fast. Because like when you're with God, it's always a good experience. When you're with him, it's always so just so good to be in his presence. Like if you've been in the presence of God, you know that you don't ever want to leave. Like if you're there and you just feel it in that moment, you don't ever really want to leave. And because you felt that, you can't wait for the next time that you're in his presence. So what do you do while you wait? Pray, read the word, sing some songs, man. Even if you feel like you can't carry a tune, just sing, Singing makes the waiting go by.
Yeah, meditate on his faithfulness.
Exactly. There are so many things that you can do.
That's what it means. Be still, know that God is God. He doesn't want you to just sit still and then do nothing.
Exactly.
But while you're waiting, you need to be acknowledging who is the person that holds your future.
Yes.
And give him glory. Meditate on his faithfulness. Sorry. I'm excited.
You're good.
I just feel what you're saying today.
But this this is like what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring a a specific topic to the table, and we can discuss it. Because I mean, like, most of the time, like, we'll be, just talking one at a time, and it'll just be that, and then at the end someone else will add. But I mean, this was more of a conversation thing. So yes, please interject anywhere that you see fit. But I mean, that was my main point. Just you have so many options. You have so many things that you can do while you're waiting. And if you're an impatient person, let me tell you something. God will teach you patience, because he will make you wait for stuff. Like with the guitar or with any instrument that we play, we have to wait and we have to work hard to get to the point where we can do certain things. Like if I want to play a bar chord, I have to wait. I can't just start off just playing the bar chord. I got to start with simple open chords and then work my way up to that. So waiting is key, guys. Waiting on God sometimes seems frustrating and hard and difficult. But, if you're doing other stuff to occupy yourself from what you think is not such a great thing, then you will be amazed to see what God is doing in your life, even while you're waiting. So just keep waiting, guys. Just keep fighting. Don't stop waiting. Don't give up. Don't give up so easily. You're not a quitter. Let me tell you something. If you're listening to this show, you ain't no quitter. You understand that? You ain't no quitter. Get back out there and finish the basketball game. All right? All right. But yes, that's what I felt like talking about today. Yeah. That's what was on my heart. I've been thinking about that. And it's okay to wait. It's really okay to wait, guys. I know some of y'all are just like, Dennis, I don't like waiting. I don't even like waiting at Starbucks for my drink. First of all,
you're spoiled.
And Salty Destiny is back. Well,
I mean, but would I even be Destiny if I wasn't salty?
That is true. See, I had to wait for Salty Destiny to show up for this episode. So, thank you, Salty Destiny, so much.
You're welcome,
for
Savory Dennis.
Yeah. See, that's how it works today. And I was cooking pancakes today, bro.
Yeah, they were delightful.
Oh, thank you. They were fluffy. That was just wonderful.
And crispy on the edges.
Yes. Shout out to anybody who trying to come and get this food. You know what I'm saying? who need me to cook. Because I'll cook for you. I'll cook for you. Trust me, I will. You don't know it, but I will. I'll show up to your house, be like, eat and taste and see that the food is good, and read with me to see that the Lord is good. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have a home cooked country style Bible study for you. That's what I'm talking about. Down home Jesus. That's what I'm saying. Oh, actually, up home Jesus, because that's where our home is.
I see what
All right, I'm gonna stop these shenanigans and I'm gonna close out this episode. Remember, guys, it's okay to wait, because you're gonna have to wait. You know what you're gonna have to wait for? You're gonna have to wait till Monday to hear the full sermon if you didn't hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna post it for my dedication and devotion. Cool. And then on Wednesday we'll do good news for your soul and laughter for your heart. And then Dr. Destiny will give you some wisdom straight from the mouth of God next Friday. Share this with your friends. Share this with your family. Yes. Stay tuned in and stay tuned up. And I pray that God will continue to teach us to live like him, to love like him, and to stay tuned in and tuned up like him. We will see you next Monday.
Whoop.
Stay tuned.